Hey guys, it's Bobby, and here is part 4. Now, as you can tell from the sound, New Divide by Linkin Park, it's time for another Transformers Revenge of the Fallen toy review. In this case, it's the ice cream truck, also which is also Skids and Mudflap, the twins. And if for those of you who saw the movie, you know that Skids, when we first meet the Autobot twins, they're rolling around in this form, looking for Decepticons in China, with Ironhide, Optimus Prime, and a whole bunch of human soldiers. And they end up finding Sideways and Demolisher. Well, like in the movie, this toy can split in two. Here's Skids, here's Mudflap. Now, I like the overall design and the fact that you can make the twins combine and disconnect, which is a very cool thing on them. And I like how the twins look, although Mudflap here is a lot bigger and wider than his brother. Then again, that's what happens when you're the ass end of an ice cream truck. I've only transformed these guys from vehicle to robot and back once, but I'm going to try and do it more often and just try to get the hang of it, but Skids by far is the easiest. Now, the only problem I have with these guys is the fact certain parts of them here will stay linked up, and I for quite some time have been unable to get Skids' hood to stay down. But other than that, I really like the overall look. The appearance, I just wish it had. I can understand why they didn't put the little bumper sticker that the twins had on there. It's a little inappropriate, and kids do collect these too. But yeah, for those of you who want to see what Mudflap Skids looks like in Autobot in this form, it's like so. Let's see. I should really turn that. Let's see. And let's see. Come on. And let's see. And let's see, there's the arm. It's one arm. It's the one with the big hand. Rotate the legs. Flip that, the windows up. Here's the other arm. Flip that down. Rotate. And there you go. Skids. And as you can tell, he's puny. Mudflap, like I said, is the most difficult because there's a lot of parts here, and he's, as you can tell, but it's really cool, and I do like the whole ice cream truck thing. I mean, because other than the English, you never, while this was rolling around in China and the Autobot logo, you wouldn't think that this was an Autobot or even a robot, period. And it was just an ordinary ice cream truck in China. But like I said, I like these guys like this, and I give these guys an 8. And I'm hoping to get more, particularly Stratosphere, definitely Jetfire, Sideswipe. Definitely. The deluxe version, not the one that comes with a human partner. And, a few others. Including Flare-Up, the third Autobot sister. That way I have all three together. Now, something happened back in December that was very personal for me. I was woken up in the very early morning, around 6 a.m., and by my mom, who told me that there's something wrong with my dad. He had a very big pain, huge pain in his arm. I will say this, it wasn't a heart attack, guys. But an ambulance came, took him to the hospital, and I had to call work and tell him I couldn't come because of this. And after I took care of the dogs for a few hours, my sisters came and picked me up. We and we went to see my dad, and we had to wait a couple hours. It was a couple hours before we saw him. But we occupied, and then it was like a couple more hours before a nurse finally came to tell us that they still had to run some more tests. But we occupied ourselves. I had my DS. I was playing Pokemon, and my sisters, well, they had me and my mom watch America's Next Top Model for about 3 hours, and luckily it wasn't something too bad. My dad just had something on that. If you want to know what it was, just send me an email, okay, and I'll let you know. But he pulled through. He came home the next day, which was Christmas Eve, and luckily I was off from work. I wasn't scheduled in that day, and things have been pretty normal with him. I'm just really glad he's okay. And because I was really worried. And this ends part 4, well, the longest.